Hello, everybody, and welcome to Wonderful Wednesday. My name's Fawny D, and I'm here to channel through the cards and messages for the collective. I hope everybody is hanging in there and enjoying the sunshine and having a magical day. So, I've got lots of things to cover today, and I'm going to try to make it quick, but I'm not going to miss anything, hopefully. We have been on a journey, a quest, an adventure, let's say, a story of our lives, trying to find out, figure out, and learn what we're supposed to do, what we didn't remember, what we need to remember, and what we need to forget. It's kind of like a puzzle, as a beautiful person that I know always calls it a puzzle piece. She's right. It is a puzzle piece. Every part of our life is connected. We just have to find the connections. And I have been really asking Source a lot of things lately. Been doing a lot of meditation, and I need to. You need to withdraw sometimes and just be. I asked Source, am I doing what I need to be doing? Is YouTube getting the word out of what everyone needs to help themselves with? And I was shown something that yes, I should be here. My voice should be here. I am in Earth School, but I have remembered a lot of my mystery school. I have dug deep, thought about it. I've been through all kinds of Bible school. I went to private schools in Florida, and most of them were Baptist and Episcopalian and Presbyterian. And we went to a Presbyterian church, and I have nothing against religion. I love religion, but the problem I have is they're following a book of metaphor. And I don't feel that a lot of those stories are true the way they come out. I think they were a metaphor for things that happened. I think there was galactic back then because the pyramids, unless they had critiqued it, telepathic, levitation, all that, which they could have because Atlantis was like that. But we have the Stargate now, and I wondered what Mr. T meant by the Stargate. Well, it answered my opinion. It answered my point today. There's three CEOs he was talking to, and they are med pods and they are revolutionary. The pharmacy is not going to be happy. The pharmaceutical are not going to be like they are now because we are going to natural healing of our planet, of Mother Earth. And we also will have the med pods. And the med pods will rejuvenate us and make us physically beautiful. It's going to be everything we never thought we'd see and more. Uh, it can regrow limbs, it can regrow teeth, it can make you look 30 years younger because you're healthy and happy. We've never been healthy and happy. Some of us as children weren't even healthy and happy. The toxic food and the air and everything we've done, I can't say they, I say we have done to this planet, not knowing that, yeah, we're supposed to make it beautiful because we want to live here and make it beautiful, like Garden of Eden. But it's been the Garden of Waste. It's been what some person might have a beautiful yard. Then you go down the road and you see three places that are just garbage everywhere and just junk. And I feel when I see that, I feel sorry for them. Not so much sorry, but I wish they would connect to Earth more and to what their purpose is on Earth, because we all have a purpose. So let's get back to the healing pods. The healing pods are going to be able to find cancer early and kill it. It'll kill the cancer. It's not going to be getting us sick. It's not going to be radiation and toxic stuff that makes your hair fall out and makes your body dye. It's going to be amazing. It is going to be the most amazing thing we've ever seen in our lifetime. And people will say that's magic. It is magic. It's our creator's magic. It's whatever you want to call our creator. It doesn't matter. God, Buddha, whatever. His name is whatever we want it to be because he is the ultimate, the I am, and the creator. And he wants us to be this. He wants us to do beautiful things and go on and not just sit back and be quiet. Uh, so the med pods are going to heal so much. We are going to go, from what I understand, we're going to go back to about 30 years old in health. Now, I have seen in a dream, once we get in the med pod and we get completely healed from whatever it may be, uh, Alzheimer's, dementia, heart, headaches, seizures, cancer, tumors, anything you can think of, this med pod can do. And there's others that can do more. I don't know if it's a galactic that they got from the sky, or did they always have it? Because I tell you, some of these people look like they don't age at all. They just keep the same age they were. Okay, so now that we got the med pods all chat, post in the chat what you think about it. I'd really like to hear because in one of my dreams, I had a dream that the homes all have a healing room where it's sound, light, and frequency. And you can go in there and you can heal yourself. Like say you had, a stressed out day or whatever, or you're not feeling very well or something. Uh, you can go in there in your room, maybe meditate for 20 minutes or whatever, and you'd be healed. We're not going to have to take a headache pill and have an asthma inhaler and all that. They're going to be gone. It's going to be a thing of the past once it goes down. So I've been waiting for oh, an amazing story for you guys. Okay. I have been trying to channel my father. My father is suffering right now with dementia, and he is not eating. He's 91 and he's not eating, but they were going to put the feeding thing, and no, we won't allow it because my father did not want it. He said, I do not want to be hooked up to anything. And I'm not going to do that to him because I wouldn't want to be hooked up to anything. So he left the hospital and he's at a rehabilitation place. And my brother called me yesterday and he was trying to hold it in, but he was crying. And he says, I want you to talk to dad. It might be the last time. He isn't moving. He's moving, but he's not coherent. He's just laying there with his eyes closed. And he hasn't eaten in like, I don't know, 3 or 4 days, something like that. And they have hospice in there. So my brother called me and he says, I'll hold the phone up. My dad has a hard time hearing and he has a hard time seeing. He can see shadows and he can hear, if you have a deeper voice on the phone, he can hear you. So my brother put the phone on speaker up to my father and I started talking to him. And I said, Dad, I am channeling you. We are going to go fishing in Florida again. If you need to go, go. If you can stay, stay, because I love you so much. And my brother says he just opened his eyes all the way. I said, okay, put the phone up again. So I started talking to him again. And I said, Dad, I'm trying to channel you. You're going to get healed. You're going to be okay. We're going to go fishing again. And he said, Fawn, his eyes are wide open. I said, okay, put it there one more time. So I started saying, Dad, you have 3 pictures in your wallet. Your daughter, Fawn, Patches, and Precious are pit bulls that my dad absolutely loved. And my brother said, oh my God, he opened his eyes and he smiled. And when I got off the phone with my brother, me and him felt like, did that really happen? Because he has been incoherent. He squeezed my stepmom's hand a few days ago, but that was it. He hasn't opened his eyes, maybe just for a second, and then he closed them. But he said, Fawn, they were wide open, and he had a smile. And I'm like, it was like this crying, happy moment after I got off the phone with my husband, and I said, he's got to hang in there. We're going to get the med pods. People's family have to hang in there. We're going to get them. Whatever you have to do to make them comfortable and let them know that they are going to be healed, do it. I don't care if it sounds stupid, do it. I told my stepmom, I called her and I told her, I said, take some honey. Because honey, if you take a teaspoon of honey, even if you're not eating, it'll give you minerals and vitamins in your body. Because now he can swallow a little bit because they gave him this new medicine. He had like this raspy in his voice, and they gave him this new medicine and it worked, and he can swallow a little bit now. So I am meditating connection with my father, and you can also do the same with your family. And I am trying to do only positive, like we're going to go fishing. You can come to Florida, we're going to go fishing. And things that he really loves or they really love, and they're still there. I thought my dad was not there, and I haven't talked to him in a long time because he can't hear me on the phone. I think the last time I tried to talk to him was Thanksgiving. He heard a little bit of me, but not much. And I just know that I'm hoping he's going to hang on because I think he has more of an adventure to go on. And we all do. And I can't wait. So we really need to smile a little bit today and be positive about some things. I know life seems hard and it looks hard, but we are co-creators with our creator and we can do things that we never thought we could do. We just have to believe in ourselves. So now that I've blabbed, and I had to because it was just so amazing how he reacted. My brother said, I've been sitting here for 20 minutes talking to him, and he has not moved. He has not blinked his eye. He has not done nothing. And you get on the phone, and he smiles and wakes up. My father did not want kids. My father wanted to be a guide in Alaska, as he was when he was younger. But when he got married to my mother wanted kids, and she didn't want to live in Alaska. So on the honeymoon, my mom got pregnant with my older brother. It took her 6 years to talk my father into trying to have another kid. And she said, it's going to be, my father always wanted a girl. She said, it's going to be a girl. We're going to have a girl and then we'll quit. We'll be good. And she talked him into it. And there was me. And then that was that 6 years after my older brother. And then what come along another 4 years, an accident, my little brothers. So I was the only one planned. And like I said, there's only three pictures that my father carries in his wallet. One is of me when I was 14 in school, a school picture. And one of his pit bull Patches. It was our family dog. And one of Precious, our other family dog that had passed away a long time ago. And he loved those dogs, especially Patches. And I guess it's just that's what he needed to hear, just that positive, beautiful reinforcement from people he loves. So they're gonna stop and buy him some honey, get some honey, local honey, and they're gonna start giving him a little bit and see if he can do that. And what I'm hoping is these med pods come out quick because I know all of your family and other families really need them. So I want that to be a positive Wednesday. And I know I rambled on, but there was so much I had to tell you, and I didn't want to leave anything out. So, okay, let's get into the cards now. Today is 120. We're almost in February. Isn't that crazy? Okay, it's 129, 2025. That's a 21, and it's a 3, and it is a divine message. We're going to start with the Soul Helper Oracle, and that's a 21. That's a 3. So I'm not going to read the 3 right now. I'm going to read it after this card because, it seems like when the date comes out to the one numerical, it usually seems like this one coincides with it. the next one I do, and quite a few other ones. It's like they coincide with each other. Recognize despair as an opportunity. Within it, you will find the gift of awakening. Hidden in the darkest of night, in the greatest depths of despair and desperation, lies the gift of awakening. Do not pass judgment on it or denounce it as a bad or dreadful moment in your life. Instead, use this time with all its darkness as a spur to action. Make use of every low in your life to create a new beginning. Powerful emotions contain the most powerful magic. Use them for guidance. Celebrate them. Commit yourself to them and develop from the innermost strength a great light, an inner supernova. Use the transformation power to create something you desire, something new or even bold or daring. These times are perfect for creating a new, wonderful future. See them as a chance to raise yourself up and grow beyond yourself and your lower self. Unhappiness will not devour or destroy you. It will take you to higher dimensions. This card leads to one of your darkest places. Remember it, or you might be in the middle of such a place right now. It is painful, of course, but this pain comes to you as a friend. It will make you wiser, more awake, more aware. Learn from it. Do not neglect this opportunity to recognize something great that lies hidden behind all the despair and drama. Your helpers for the next 21 days, the power animal is the leopard, the herbal essence is Elmi, the healing crystal is green jade, and the number is 3. Okay, so we're going to read the 3 now. It's been such a wild morning. When I click on that and they started talking about Stargate and they had the IT guys that were doing the healing pods. I've got willies. I have been on cloud 9. I'm telling you, I have been waiting for this day. Every time I try to tell somebody about it, they think I'm a nut. What do you mean? They're not going to delete the pharmaceutical companies or yeah, they are. Not right this second, but we need to get in med beds. But once the med beds, big pharma will be gone. And a lot of the crappy work will be taken over by AI, but there'll be beautiful work for you to do. Everything you always wanted to do. Do what you love and love what you do. And that's what we'll be doing. Okay. Number 3 indicates that now is a good time to take care of your soul families, both in this world and in others. Make contact and tell them that you love and need them. They will hear you. You will find strength, healing, and answers among those closely connected to you. This number teaches you to look at everything, to become an observer, and wisdom will come. Number 3's energy field brings about diversity, creativity, creative energy, the overcoming of duality, and understanding and seeing the world of the divine. Yes, I love that. I want you to think about this picture. I always enjoy something like this because recognizing despair and opportunity. Some of us are in despair about things in our life, but we're looking back on what we've done. And in the front, there's the light of what's going to be, the beauty of what she's going into. But she has to remember a little bit of she's looking back like I my fur babies are on a roll today. They don't even know what they're barking at. I think a bird just flew by the window. I had to put them out. Okay, now, she is looking basically back at the shadow life that she has. And I think she looks like she's like, what did I just go through? Why am I looking back on it? Because I learned something. Because I'm going into the light. But I need to remember what I learned because some of it was good and some of it was bad. Because 3D planet is polarity. Positive and negative have to be. We can't go around saying, I don't want anybody. I said this. a long time ago. I don't want anybody negative around me. I just want to stay positive. That doesn't work. 3D life is polarity, it's positive and negative. And then I learned how to respond and work on targets and triggers in my world because we all have triggers. Okay, we got some good messages today. And I want you to think of this first card because we just talked about the med pods and the fear of things and the fear of losing things and the fear, worry. Why? Know your fears. I'm claustrophobic as hell. I know that fear. Maybe I got to work on myself. Know your fears. You have fears, both big and small. Some fear is felt for good reason. It serves to remind you to be cautious and not to take foolish and dangerous risks. Other fears you feel are but shadows that you have made real and given substance. They serve only to make you doubt yourself, to question your good judgment, to fear success, to restrict and to limit. Look within. Know your fears, shine a light upon them, and see them for the shadows and mists that they are. Yeah, she was looking back at everything she went through. And she knows that if she keeps staying where she is, it's not going to be a good place. She's got to turn around. She's got to recognize what she went through on Earth School, and she's got to turn out around and walk into the beauty of life. And when we fear, we don't walk into anything. We just stay just coherent and we're here. And I ain't gonna worry about it. A lot of people say I don't care and I'm not worried about it. That's scary. Really scary. When I hear people say that, I'm thinking, oh my goodness, okay. But you know what? They have to learn themselves, and there's no judgment here. I've been there, done that, and I can't, I can't say anything about people. We can't force people to see everything we see and they can't, and vice versa. Because we got the green wolf and he is seeking the lesson. We have to be seeking the lesson. Wisdom is born from seeking the lesson in all experiences, both the good and bad. It is worth from the awareness that everything is connected and that all happens for a reason, even when the reason remains a mystery. Embrace a new idea, new awareness, or the new knowledge that comes from listening to your internal voice and to the human and non human teachers and messengers who will come in and out of your life. Let them inspire you to explore unknown pathways. I thought that was a perfect lesson for the day, and it was perfect the way it came out because she was recognizing despair and opportunity. And a lot of us we fear the unknown. She might fear the unknown looking back, but she's got to go forward and seek the lesson because there's a lesson in everything. That's why that was great because we all have lessons. We can take the lessons as they come, or we can take the lessons that we don't care. But actually, we got here because people don't care. So there is a not a good thing like that. Now we are going to go to the angels and ancestors, and I know why this card came out. I felt this card when it flew out. And it has a compass. Okay. I hang on a minute. I've never seen this before. Okay, now let's try this again. My dogs have been on a roll today. She wolf, unleash the wild within. Now, there's something about this card that I never noticed, and I had to pause it also just to see what I was looking at through a magnifying glass. I don't know if you could see it better. Nah, that don't help. There is looks like a compass, like a square up here. And there's a horse with a person on it, like an Indian, and a right here is a person. And then there's like it looks like a tree or something, but it goes in all four corners, it look of the earth. So I'm not sure if that might be something somebody needed. It's like a direction. But this is a good one because she-wolf needs to release things sometimes. Let your wild side up and out. Unleash your talents and your desires. She-wolf represents a shamanic archetype, and this illustration is inspired by several cultures. Depicted as half wolf and half woman, she is the alpha female who is not afraid to stand out from the crowd, or in this case, pack. She is wild, unfiltered, and unfettered. She encourages you not to be trapped by the limiting factors of weaker members of the pack or those who are trying to hunt you down because you have gifts they don't like and understand. She represents the energy of the wildness, the unknown, and encourages you to be free and unchained and go beyond boundaries. Release the animal energy within and track down what you need to do to express your true self. You are being rewild at this time, guided to reconnect with your rebellious heart, the part of you that likes to break boundaries and go beyond them completely. If you've been holding back on your hopes or dreams, you're being encouraged to chase after them now. Let the wolf energy within help you track down what direction you want to go in, and don't let any traps or hunters get in the way of your freedom or your growth. The life you want is here. It is here. We just don't realize it yet. It's getting there, and it's gonna be frigging amazing. Now we have Protection Guardian. Drop the shields. Drop any shields of shame, resistance, and fear that are standing between you and your chances of enjoyment and fun. Know that you don't need to hide who you are or the gifts that you have. You were born to shine. Yeah, shine, baby, shine. The Protection Guardian is a feminine version of Archangel Michael. She is a fierce, protective, yet loving warrior angel who carries an indestructible shield of power and protection and will come to all who call on her. She will help you drop your fear-based shields and move into a loving, protective force field that will keep you safe but will allow your gifts to shine out. Although she is here to guide you from lower energies, she is completely relaxed, serene, and confident because she trusts that love will always prevail. You may have encountered shame or embarrassment in your past, but that is not your present. Angels are drawing close at this time to help you move beyond any limiting thoughts, emotions, and patterns that may be making you feel unsafe. Know that angelic protection is swirling around you at this moment and will help you move forward in a more fearless way. Call on your guides for help in changing your frequency so you can feel safe and protected as this time. You are stronger than you think, and your angels and ancestor guides are here to help you realize this now. Yeah, we have to realize all have the warrior within us, whether it's feminine or masculine. But sometimes we let our fears and our uncertainties and the unknown get in the way. So she's coming out saying, nah, don't put your barriers up. You're okay. Stay in your own lane. Now we have the seer, see beyond the current situation. That's what we got to do. Right now, all looks hopeless. Got a new president in, new things are going on, but let me tell you, it is going to be freaking amazing. January 20th, 2025, we shifted. We went into the golden time of our life. Look beyond the current situation and raise your vibrations and focus on love. Most, if not all, traditions have a seer in some shape or form. Seers are the intelligent and intuitive beings who serve as direct channels for information on what's occurring now and what's about to unfold. Their energy isn't about predicting your future for you, but about showing you how your intentions are creating. A true seer will help you see that your intentions can change, therefore, so can your future. The message of this card is to let the clairvoyant within you rise up so that you can see the way forward yourself with your spiritual eyes. Clairvoyance isn't just about predicting the future, it's about being able to see clearly enough to create your best future. You're being encouraged by your ancestral guides and angels to see beyond what you think is happening now. Don't allow your ego or doubts to play games with you. Instead of seeing yourself as stuck or lost, so that your experience can be more enjoyable. You are moving towards something extremely uplifting and enlightening. So stay calm and keep your eyes on the prize. Ooh, that was perfect for the end of that because, yeah, her thing is over her eyes. So she's using her intuition or Christ consciousness to find out the answers. That's what we're supposed to do. Not put the thing on, but we're supposed to blindfold ourselves because what we see, we don't want to see when we're creating and we're in our own creative mode. We don't want to see the outside world because it'll contradict maybe the magic that we're trying to bring in. So, yeah, these cards are just amazing today. I mean, I kept feeling for the books, the cards that wanted to come out. And those are the ones that wanted to come out. We have a number 19, which is a 10, which goes down to a 1, and it's growing pains, healing, patience, and unconscious. Look at her third eye, just a glowing. And it looks, yeah, there's definitely words on her thing that I never know. I'm noticing a lot today on some of these cards. It says it's a priceless. It's priceless. That's what it's saying on her thing up here. I never noticed. I just thought there were designs. I trust in the process of my healing. This is really we needed this. I can't believe this card came out. Of all, I'm talking about healing. Of all the cards, it just seems like I know I kid myself and I think I'm doing it and it's channeling through me. So I'm really not doing this. I'm picking up the channels coming from these cards, I guess. The healer, the garden that tends itself, the therapist you seek to be an awakened one in your family. This isn't always easy as it involves taking on a larger responsibility and role in your lineage. You are seeking something more fulfilling, truthful, and of the heart. This requires patience with your psyche and security within your soul. By living intentionally and choosing to be conscious of the choices you make, you are activating transformation at a DNA level. This can be felt at a collective conscious level as well. This is powerful work. Your ancestors are so proud to have passed the torch down to you. You have done as so much already, far more than you know. Pulling the growing card, growing pains card invites you to employ more patience with yourself on your healing journey. You are unlearning and undoing generations of toxic patterns and beliefs. This will naturally be challenging, uncomfortable, and even painful at times. This is why they are called growing pains. They are a necessary part of healing. This card also wants to remind you that you were chosen for this path, that your soul chose this mission of healing for you. This is your intuition. This is what walking through the fire looks like, so you may reach that peaceful, abundant valley. Be proud of yourself and continue to do your best as you find your way. Celebrate small victories, like when you set boundaries or are less reactive, or break a toxic trait, or don't repeat the poison of the past. This is the work, and you have accepted your mission, whether you realize it or not. Get your journal and write out the small or big ways in which you have already healed yourself. Give yourself the recognition you deserve. Love yourself for all the times you chose to do better, even when nobody was watching or putting you on the back for it, even when your family or friends don't see all that you have overcome. Instead, see yourself. You are a chosen healer. That is the message kind of I got the other day. I was doing something and those words came up when I said, am I doing what I need to be doing right now? And I got pretty much, you are a chosen healer. So I have been working on healing, and I have been working on getting in touch with my creative, and we are going to start the actual reading. This was kind of like a where we are now, and I think the healing part was beautiful. Everything about that was beautiful. So I Source wanted me to use a few different cards that I normally use, so I go with it because I am not going to argue with Source. We got a number 45, which is a 9, and it's sad embrace. But the problem is that it came this way. It's upside down. So it is a reversed meaning. Loss is a part of life. Let go and allow time to heal. Are you suffering over your suffering? Do you feel that life is treating you unfairly and that you've been robbed or deprived of what you're entitled to? Do you long for a love that eludes you, or the success that has been bestowed upon others? Righteous anger and a sense of entitlement lead to a trap of ego. Your suffering and loss will pass if you let them. If you hold on to your perception or of unfairness, then you'll find yourself in its tight grip, unable to breathe freely. The only solution is to drop your victim stance and embrace the sadness so that it may dissipate naturally in time. Trials and tribulations build character, which it is its own gift. Find something to be grateful for and take responsibility for your part in all matters. However painful it may be to sit with your sadness, remember that you are loved and will not be left adrift forever. Have faith, for this too shall pass. You are not a victim, only a traveler on a hero's journey. It's okay to be disappointed for now, but know that someday you'll look back and see great value in this experience. I think about that. We have those days where it feels like we're just falling apart, the kind of day that she's having, that she just can't do it anymore. She's done, she's had enough, but there's still that spark in there that can come back. Always that glitter of hope. Okay. So we got, okay. That one was first. We got the vortex in the oceanic tarot, and that's temptation. And that's the clarifier for this card. Caught in a vortex, spinning out of control. A mermaid and merman reach for the ocean's surface, struggling against an unfathomable force. They cannot see the source of the vortex. It may be a storm at sea, a hurricane, or a cyclone, but its power over them feels absolute. Yet the water outside the funnel of the vortex, a symbol of emotional turmoil, appear calm and unaffected by their struggle. The vortex reveals that you have become trapped. You may be enslaved by a job, financial contract, or love and lust. A common meaning of the vortex is affairs. This situation means you feel you have little power and that nothing, that another person or other parties have control over you. You may be feeling attracted to a person or situation that will do you no good. For this reason, an additional meaning of the vortex is addiction to substance or to love itself. However, your bondage is an illusion. You can decide to break free whenever you choose. If you decide it's time to break an agreement or habit, do it. It will be easier than you think. Don't let your circumstances dictate who you are. Take back your power. This is choices, contracts, control, affairs, restriction, and addiction. So, okay, what is the sadness about? Is it the restriction and the addiction? And remember, it was upside down. Lost, but outside, it's not rough. Now, okay. Dreams of Gaia wanted to come out. It yelled for me because I have not used it in so long. It missed me. So we have the Dreams of Gaia today. And we got a number 21, which is perception. But guess what? She was reversed. So there's different meanings for perception. Perception shapes our world. It's understanding the worldview, opinion of self, clarity, and objectivity. Um, this card has some blockages there, a lot of blockages. Like when the perception card appears reversed, it asks that you check to make sure that your perception is not false. Have you ever had a moment when you believed you smelled onions cooking only to discover that there was no source for the aroma? That is a false perception. The same thing can occur when your mind is full of chatter that has you believing that another person does not like you or is harboring a particular opinion of you. Be careful that you are not imposing a false perception that others think or feel a particular way about you, when in fact, the perception that you have is a self perception. Do you best not Do your best not to allow assumption to be the foundation of your perception. When it comes to your interaction with others, if you have doubts or concerns about the nature of your relationship with the people around you, the best course of action is to ask. That way, there is no need to feel stressed and worried with what ifs and maybes. The saying, never judge a book by its cover, holds real wisdom, and yet, even when the knowledge offered is, in reality, only the cover, all too often we never actually open the book. In fact, we may be unable to open the book because our minds are incapable of conceiving, let alone understanding what lies within. We look at the cover, read the blurb on the back, and may believe we have all the answers when we don't. But we are the book. The person we present to the world is the cover, and sometimes the blurb. Friends and family will be offered the contents and synopsis, but only you know the full story. If you want people to have a more accurate perception of who you are, then make it a point to share the story of you. Honestly, without embellishment, then the cover and blurb will actually represent who you are and make it clear that there is far more for those who are willing to take the time to read the book. Do what you can to open your mind and open the book, even if you only make it to the content page or the index, and see that there is so much more within than you can imagine. When perception is reversed, release your beliefs that you know everything about a particular situation or circumstances or what motivates another's action. Even let go of the belief that just because something is deemed fact makes it an absolute. Why? Because all you have to do is to look back at history to see the number of facts that have changed over the centuries as new knowledge came to light. Consider the idea that when we believe that we know something completely and that what we believe in as absolute certainly we may in fact know very little. Finally, remember that you are more than what others perceive you to be, and in turn, those around you are more than what you perceive them to be. The perception card reversed asks that you do not base your reality on a false perceptions, born of limited knowledge and understanding. Uh, that makes sense because a lot of us think we know everything and we might not know anything at that point of that situation. So we had perception and we have the Two of Wands. And we had this the other day, but she wasn't reversed. She was reversed when she came in. So she's kind of looking down instead of up. Interesting. Yeah, the other day when we got it, she was looking up at the world. The world above her, the stars, everything. But today, she's upside down. Bad planning, over analyzing, not taking action, playing a safe, playing it safe, avoiding risk. The reverse Two of Wands suggests the need to establish long-term goals, begin the process by identifying what is important to you and setting up your goals accordingly. Another meaning of the reverse Two of Wands suggests that you may have ignored important details associated with planning your future. Lack of proper planning could be the reason for your downfall. That's kind of interesting because that would be a downfall. She's looking down. Interesting. Something is telling me that there's someone sad that's caught in thought, the vortex of thought, and they're seeing a different perception than the reality. Their decision and their thought pattern is upside down. So think about what you're thinking about, even write it down and put a question mark over it. Are you thinking of something that really you should just forget about? Is it a big deal or what? I mean, you gotta look at that because it's your world. Because we did get a number 13, which is a 4, and it's solitude. I am comfortable in my own skin as I detach to replenish my soul. Meditation is required when you receive the solitude card as a sign. Empty your mind of super thoughts and allow stillness to flow through your whole being. This is not an advantageous time to ask questions or push forward in any way. Rather, it's a period for a conscious retreat. What's called for now is to step back and take your focus off of your life and your troubles. You'll be surprised by how things sort themselves out once you've replenished your energy by means of a much needed rest and time out. I completely agree with that because I have needed the rest and the time out. And we did get, you know what the solitude's going to do? I don't know what that noise is, but I don't want to know. This is an 11, which is a master number and it's stability. What are you going to get from solitude meditation is stability. That's what you're going to get. When you take the time out, you're going to be stable. Stand firm, be calm, and take the higher moral ground. This situation is a test of your character, and you are resilient and patient enough to withstand ongoing challenges without panic or a compromise that doesn't feel right. This is courage, patience, endurance, risk, balance, opposition, and vitality. And when we go and meditate, we get a lot of our vitality back. Now, we got another card that came reversed, and it is a number 14, which is a 5, and it's self. But self came in reverse. So we have some solitude we need to do, some meditation, which will give us stability. And self is upside down. And this is abundance, consciousness, giving, receiving, energy, love, and appreciation. And this come up reversed. Let's see what the blockages are. And we've got the white doves with the angel white feathers, and that's the angel calling card. So the angels are around us. When the abundance card appears in the reverse, it signifies a lack of gratitude and appreciation for what you already have in life or for what others do for you. You know, I was just talking about this the other day. Some people just expect and expect and expect, and there's no gratitude, there's no thankfulness, there's no nothing. Oh boy, roll the eyes and think about that. Yeah, there's a lot of people like that. To turn this around, practice being grateful. Gratitude is one of the keystone of abundance. So look around at your life and see and appreciate what you already have and be grateful for it. If you are unable to do this, then how will having more make a difference in your life? If you can only see what you do not have now, this same lack and emptiness that nothing fulfills will only manifest again in the future. Keep in mind that you cannot change a lack of mindset by buying more possessions. Material possessions will not give you the lasting happiness that comes from within. The happiness you feel with an impermanent, it will fade. If someone offers you a gift, do not measure their care for you by the money spent on the gift. Be grateful. If someone buys from your business, do not complain when they spend only a little after you have given them a great deal of your time. Be grateful. Perhaps what they spent with you was all that they had and therefore a very generous act. If you have food, clothes, and a roof over your head and money to pay your bills, then you are rich beyond your wildest dreams and hopes of many. In fact, you already have more than literally billions of others. It is time to appreciate all that comes to you, even if it is not as much as you hoped for or needed. It is a beginning, a good start. Appreciate and be grateful. Even a little something extra is more than you had, and so much more than many others have. Give thanks for the bounty in your life every day. I like that. I just said that to my husband the other night. I said we should be grateful for everything we have. Okay, now with the self, we got the fool, and she was reversed. Reckless, careless, distracted, naive, foolish, gullible, stale, dull. When you encounter the reversed fool in your reading, you may see his more negative characters on display. This could indicate that you are acting recklessly or careless and not considering the potential of consequences. Okay, sorry I had to answer that. That was my mother-in-law, and she's at the nursing home where my dad is. And my dad is, she's going to call me when she gets in his room so I can talk to him again because they're going to give him some honey and we're going to try to bring him back through me. So, okay, where were we? Yeah, the fool shows that you are living in the moment and not planning for the future. The reversed fool meaning service as a caution that you should be more aware so as not to be taken advantage of. Yeah. The world, she was upside down. There's a fox there. She's dancing. She's got her little hobo bag. She's got a leaf, which is Mother Earth. She's dancing and she's got the magic all around her. But we got to be careful. This is beginnings and freedom this way, innocence, originally adventure, idealism, and spontaneous. This is reckless and careless. So someone out there is being reckless and careless. They need to go into solitude. They need to go into strength and stability. They need to work on the self, and they need to quit being reckless, reckless and careless and distracted, naive, foolish, gullible, stale. That's what that is. So yeah, that was interesting. I think some people are we're not being real smart out there. Let's just say that. Now, we got this the other day, and I think it came in upside down. I can't remember. And this is a four, and this is spirit of place. And I don't know why I just got the willies picking this card up, but I did. Authenticity is the essence of power. Our ancient ancestors believed that every place has a spirit looking after it or embodying it, just as we have a soul. The plants, trees, birds, mountains, and rivers have their own essence. When the spirit of place arrives in your reading, it says that the answer to your query is in the overreaching theme of your circumstances. Is your question about a struggle? The answer is to relax and let go of your need to control the situation. If your inquiry relates to finding love, then embody love rather than long for it. Once you find the essential truth that underlies your question and then name it, you'll discover the answers you've been seeking. Your greatest power is your authenticity. Yeah, just be you. Haven't I been saying that for a long time? Thought I did. Okay. Now, the card that we got with the Four of Spirit, the Four of Wands, and the Four of Wands is reward. Be carefree while you can and replenish your mind, body, and soul. You deserve it. This is balance, love, uh, freedom, openness, travel, new home. And then it says spirit place. So we are going into beautiful times. We are going into more things. We've just got to get through this part of it. Okay, now the last card we got was the Two of Earth, and she came in reversed. This gal is juggling everything. She has a heart on her little design. She's got the rose at her throat chakra, and she's juggling eggs, and she's got source above her, and she is all nature. Stress, anxiety, fatigue, failure to manifest desired outcome, and inability to focus, neglect of self and others, all of these are symptoms of being overburdened and overwhelmed. Too many responsibilities and goals can result in your feeling overwhelmed and weighed down. Distraction, procrastination, and the failure to meet commitments may create conflicts with those around you. An unwillingness or inability to focus on what is truly important will manifest in less than desirable outcomes. When the two of earth appears reversed, it represents a need to take stock and to prioritize. It is time to decide what it is that is truly important to you and put all else aside. If you do not, you may lose the very thing that mattered the most to you. Yeah, that's kind of a little warning there. You juggling too much and you just can't handle it no more, and you might just walk away. People have done that. Sometimes you just got to go get in solitude for a while. Now we got the Knight of Pentacles, and he was reversed also. We had a lot of reversed. Workaholic, laziness, dull, boring, no initiative, cheap, irresistible, gambler, risky investment. You feel that you lack inspiration and your attitude towards everything remains even and disappropriated. Perhaps you are too conservative and prefer to use outdated methods that are no longer effective. This card can also mean the asker feels they are stuck in a rut and or bored. Create a change of scenery if needed, but remain in the present. Things will get easier. And yes, they will. Um, okay, we have two more and we're done for the day. We are going to do the Starseed Oracle, and we had your life is a canvas, artist, manifestation, creative, accountability. You're the artist of your life, and your life is a canvas. Take responsibility for your ability to create. Earth is known as a planet of manifestation. Your present moment is based on your past thoughts and beliefs. Your current thoughts determine your future. What kind of life do you want to create for the future? What are you being called to create? Reconnect with your manifesting power and align your thoughts, feelings, and actions with the vibrations that match them. It's never too late to start, and no experience is required. All you need is an open heart and mind and consistent daily action. If you're not sure what you'd like to create, start instead with a feeling of deep gratitude for all that's good in your life right now. State out loud what you're most thankful for. Look for the good in your life, and one thing will be certain: you will find yourself attracting more and more good experiences into your world. This card is inviting you to see your entire life as a canvas, and the picture is completely up to you. Color it with your thoughts and feelings. Create the life that you most long to live. You may also be called to more and more creative in your everyday life. What have you been called to create? How can you express yourself more creativity? Ask yourself this: what are you being called to create in your life? Write it down. Might help you get it out. Okay, we've got the golden future. We got one beautiful card. We do have a mourning dove, which is the white feather, the angel's calling card. They are around us. Got a 32, leadership and decision. A 5 is change. Make choices for the highest good of all. In the golden future, there will be no leaders or power structures, but honorable, wise people will emerge to inspire and empower others. Honesty, openness, integrity, understanding, wisdom, and caring will be valued. Decisions will be made collectively, openly, and quickly, without personal agendas, for the highest good of everyone. Those involved will gather in a circle. They will set the intention to find the best outcome, then connect heart to heart and mind to mind. The choices will be indicated by one person. When the group attunes, an immediate decision will be made because they will be in a space of oneness. So everyone will be happy with the outcome. Family and community decisions will be made quickly and easily in this way, and it will cement relationships. All will belong. For international discussions, respect ones will collaborate to reach the best world outcome. With oneness consciousness, wise decisions are quickly and easily made. Archangel Michael, the wondrous angel of strength and courage, is in charge of the throat chakra of humanity. At the fifth dimension, this chakra is royal blue. When you choose this card, Archangel Michael is waiting to touch the center so that you can speak your truth with wisdom, tact, and honor. When you say what you truly feel, your throat chakra lights up and people trust you. When it is easier for you to make a wise decision, set the intention for a fair and loving outcome to any situation you have in mind and ask Archangel Michael to speak through you. If you are taking part in a collective decision, let go of any ego or hidden agendas you may have. Ask that the result is for the highest good. Attune your heart and mind to the others involved and trust the results that emerge. That is a beautiful ending for a great reading. We need to stay positive. Don't go into negative. We need to work on self and we need to inspire ourselves also. Okay. I hope everybody has an amazing day. I love everybody. And may every step in your journey be magical. And like I always say, just be you.